All right, so part 3 here of the gun type breakdown, and we're looking at Z spot. So first two plays we looked at, slot post, PA cross, they both have the slot receivers attacking the middle with their outside receivers going, on deeper routes, either deep fades or towards the sideline. Here, what we're going to do to set up Z spot is streak the outside right receiver and then flat route the outside left receiver. So your first two reads are running backs in the flats and the corner out on the right. If you have either one of those, you're going to take that. If you need to, pass lead down with the left trigger L2 on the corner out on the tight end, and you'll be able to catch that. Now, a lot of people, when they run these man blitzes, they use the guy controlling the running back. But what happens is they usually forget about the running back. So what you want to do with this play is the running back's not only hitting a flat route, but he's doing one of the flat routes that go upfield. So it makes it easier than maybe catching the ball for no gain, right at the line of scrimmage. Here we're going upfield, and you can usually get at least 5 yards easily with that. If you're worried about heat, though, you can always block the running back and then leave all the routes the same because you have a good corner route to the tight end, and then the C route, as you cut on that clip right there, is what makes this play the complete package. So on the right side, against zone, again, if the running back's open, take them every time. Once the defense starts cheating down, putting hard flats out there, then that's when that corner route is going to be open behind it deep. So we have a flood concept going on the right side, which means we have a deep streak, a mid-level corner, and then a flat route. Most people are going to worry about the right side because you have, a total flood going on against the zone coverage there. But what makes this play so difficult to stop is the C route. Kind of like the post corner and PA cross, this C route gets behind every single sideline zone. So it doesn't matter if there's a squat flat, hard flat, cloud flat, or even a curl flat, this C route gets behind that defender. Once people start trying to stop the C route, they're going to put cloud flats out there or curl flat, like a cover 2, cover 3, and that's when you can just jump it off to the flat route on that outside left receiver. But for the most part, he's just a distraction. He's pulling down zones a little bit just to help give more separation. But what you see here, this C route just kills zone coverage. So let's get into here, some other coverages. We're going to cover 3 blitz. Again, if the flats are open, hit the running back every single time. One of the things to be a great offensive player, as we do the flat route now on the other side, is simple execution. If you have the flat routes and you can dump it off and take 5 yards, maybe turn it into 10, 15, do that every time. One, it's just, deflating to your opponent to constantly give up 5 to 10 yards on a flat route. But then eventually they're going to try to adjust and put a hard flat out there. At what point we have 2 corner routes going towards the sideline that are going to destroy any hard flat zone. And what I'm walking through here, this C route, we're now running cover 4, and you see again, it gets under every single deep zone, but he also gets behind every sideline zone. So part of what goes on here is you want your opponent to try to user cover and take away the right side, and then you have this C route sneaking out the backside on the left for a huge play. As we break down some man blitzes, I'm showing you just an alternative setup. Usually I don't like to block the running back on this play, but if you have to, then you can put the outside left receiver on a drag and either leave him as is or motion him out. So then you still have the streak corner combo on the right. You have a drag cutting across from left to right, which is fantastic against man and zone coverage. And so what you're eventually going to do is what I mentioned a second ago, is force the defense to user control and try to take away these routes on the right side. Again, you have the flood level concept. They work so well together. They really have to user somebody. So usually they're going to take, like Littleton here, they're going to run to the streak / corner, and then they'll try to cut back and take away the drag route. And while that's all great, it looks like the right side's locked. It looks like the play's completely boxed. But you have to user take away that C route, or you have to put zones and man combination out there. And if you know this play is coming, then maybe somebody can make that adjustment. But that's why you have slot post and PA cross, because you can't do that for both the post corner in PA cross and the C route on this play because it's different receivers running unstoppable routes. So add this into your gun tight scheme for a whole package.